A controversial and possibly very dangerous topic in the headlines is the future of artificial intelligence. Thursday, Elon Musk was on Capitol Hill to meet with Chuck Schumer about regulating and slowing down AI. To talk about the future of AI, we welcome the CEO of the technology firm Standard DAO, Aaron Rafferty. Aaron, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
Aaron, for those who may not know or understand, in layman's term, what is AI as it relates to our future?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think when we start with what AI is, it's also important to think about what it's not. So artificial intelligence, that would indicate that it's potentially intelligent and can think on its own. Today, that's not the case. Maybe in the future that will be. However, today, it does require our input and our information. So when we think about AI today, we have computers and systems that are combing the internet, taking all of our information, and then making assumptions about what that information means and how to use it. When we think of why we're on this call about AI today, it's because one company, OpenAI, has made much advancement, specifically with their product called ChatGPT, in what AI can do for us as people, and it's getting a lot of press.
Aaron, why do you think Elon Musk was at the Capitol Thursday wanting AI to slow down and be regulated?
Yeah, so that's a great question, Mike. You know, this all started with really ChatGPT coming out in November, and that was with the first iteration of the tool, which was with GPT Series 1, right? And since then, which it's only at the end of April, we've seen iteration after iteration to now we're at GPT-4. And Elon's prediction is if OpenAI launched GPT-5, that the AI or the software would get to such a point that it would start making its own thoughts and start predicting information. It would become more general artificial intelligence, and we would start to lose control. And so that was what the 6-month moratorium was about, to build regulations around it, to start to get more control around these forces that we're playing with.
Aaron, does AI create more jobs, or do you think it will eliminate jobs?
Yeah, so if we think of the parallels between AI and, say, the internet, it would be arguable that the internet created a ton of jobs. They were new jobs, there were new jobs in new industries, and it created more industries and more wealth for everyone. And so with AI today, it's going to eliminate a lot of jobs, absolutely. There's jobs in data entry. That's what the AI tools do really well today. Jobs in content creation. But who still has jobs? Influencers still have jobs, and now they can do it better and quicker than ever before. Lawyers might be out of jobs in terms of combing information, but actually using and leveraging their wisdom and knowledge of the law and practice, that's going to be here and staying. When it comes to actually applying these tools of AI, we're seeing lots of new jobs come out, jobs that are training these tools for companies. We're building models that help companies leverage these AI tools, and there's a lot more to come, so absolutely.
What are the best and what are the worst fields for AI?
So one of the fields that we're seeing today is called prompt engineering. And so if you've used ChatGPT, if you've used some of these models, prompt engineering is how you actually talk to the AI that you're working with to produce an output. And so your inputs are very important in order to produce a informative and, let's say, usable output. And those are going to be more and more in the future, I would say. Some of the worst jobs or fields that I would say AI isn't really taking over right now. If you are in blue collar work, AI isn't even touching your industry. It's not to a point where it can start doing manual things. However, there are labs that are working on these types of apparatus, but we're pretty far away from that. Really, a lot of the white collar jobs are at risk here.
Do you think AI will make the world a better or worse place, in your opinion?
It's a good question. When it comes to making the world a better place, we can already see that the internet, which would be, let's say, the first iteration of AI, where information become widely accessible, The internet did a good job to make the world a better place for a lot of people. More people rose out of poverty, and more people had access and ability to do a lot more than they ever were before, and achieve greater amounts of wealth as well. However, we see with political polarization, we see with certain things that are coming out in the news today, there's a lot of things that the internet is doing to, let's say, highlight the flaws in humanity. And I would say that AI is going to point at the flaws even more. And if our ethics aren't in line, and if our conversations aren't productive, then it could be disastrous. Absolutely.
Aaron, my final question. How do you calm those people who say AI and then they think about the movie Terminator?
Yeah, so it's not the same, right? And it goes back to what I was talking about originally. Artificial intelligence, it's kind of a misnomer. It's not intelligent. It's really using the information that we're providing to make, let's say, directional assumptions about what it should be doing. And it uses probability to develop, let's say, the best outcome or best case of what should happen next. We're really far away from anything that would have to do with the Terminator movies or franchise, but we are getting a little bit closer when it comes to, let's say, deepfakes and things like that. So I would say it's still far off, though.
All right, CEO of the technology firm Standard DAO, Aaron Rafferty, appreciate your time and insight into the future of AI. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks so much, Mike. You as well.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OANN Live. OANN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OANN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OANN Live and stay informed.